Hi, welcome to Pilates Matwork. So today we are going to move through most of the advanced classical sequence of Pilates Matwork today, which will include some side kneeling work. So if you've got short arms, maybe because you're like me, you're a short person, a block might help you do that so you have better form when we kind of go to the side. A block might also be helpful for you when we come up into bicycles and scissors, just kind of holding it up there a little bit. If you tend to get tired, a block is helpful for that. I have a band here to help me with binding my hands behind my back for double leg kick. So if you're someone who can't comfortably, and I emphasize the word comfortably, bind back here, lying on your belly for that, you can use a stretchy band, a strap, hand towel, all of those things will work for you. So let's get started. So we'll start standing. So just again, find your good standing position. And so think about hips, knees, and toes being in that relative alignment, and maybe just kind of moving the feet around a little bit here, forward and back, and just finding all four corners, trying to find that good balance here. Knees are a little soft, shoulders are rolled back. Good. Now from here, I'm just going to do a little side bend, maybe lift an arm up, get a little side stretch. Good. And then maybe take that to the other side, taking an arm over. Good. And then from here, when we're ready, good. We're going to come into a modified Pilates vitality wheel. So I'm just going to let myself move towards the left. And when I do that, I'm letting my knees bend as they need to do as my hips come here. And then thinking about that nice little roll down. And your knees will bend when you come down here. You'll move through center, rolling up, pressing through the feet, coming back to standing. And then let's take that in the other direction. So you're getting a little bit of spinal rotation here. Good. Let's take that through one more time. Good. Now, and coming back up. That feels nice. Let's take the arms out to the side and let's just rotate here. Let the hips move with you. Let the knees move with you. Good. Let's take hands behind the head and do that. Good. All right. Let's take our legs out wider. Let's come to some squats. Let's warm up the lower body a little bit more. So big inhale, exhale. Good. Now I'm going at a pretty moderate pace here. We'll move at a pretty moderate pace throughout this class. But if you need to take breaks, you always do them. Good. Let's lift the leg. Good. Breathe. Good. And we'll come back and take that down. Coming to the end of our mat, let's do some standing roll downs here. So you can do this with feet hip width apart. That'll be easier. Coming closer together and together is going to be more challenging. And coming to your Pilates V position is going to be the most challenging. So find what you need. Zip up from the front body, rolling shoulders back. Glutes should be fired up here. Nodding that chin. Think about deep C curve scoop. Good. Arms are just going to dangle and do what they do. Try to keep hips over ankles. Good. And then pressing hip to heel, starting from the tailbone. We're going to roll that up. Strong through the feet. Rolling all the way up. Let's take our arms up here. Let's open into a little back bend. Good. From here, we're going to roll this out to a plank. Big inhale. Exhale, nodding the chin. Deep C curve scoop. Good. Walk your plank. Good. Maybe undo your feet if you were in the V. We're holding the plank. Knees can be lifted or grounded. And when you're ready, good. We'll just take that down. All right. We're going to go right into hundreds here. We're getting right into it. So you do your hundreds how you need to. Finding your safe neutral, zipping up from pubic bone behind the navel. Inhale, exhale, take that up. Start pumping long and strong. And we inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift higher. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, reach deeper. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, hold. Lift higher, reach deeper, and bring that down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. All right. Coming right into it. Good. From here, we're going to take this in roll ups and roll downs. So from here, I'm just going to roll over to my side. Remember, you can, if you're still working on it, you can still just do the roll downs as well. But from here, here we go. Deep C curve scoop. Inhale. Exhale. Oh, there I go. Veering to the left and my legs pop up. So remember, I don't do a pretty one. So ideally, you want to come up through center and legs stay grounded. But being that a year ago I wasn't there, I'm going to take that as a win. Practice makes progress. And exhale for 2, 1. All right. Now you can stay with those or add a rollover here. Good. Legs open, toes point down. Good. And some of you might be able to use that to come up a little bit. Careful not to roll on the back of the neck if you're taking the rollover. Good. Let's do one more for good measure. One more never hurts us, right? Good. All right. Good. Woo. And just rest right here. Good. We're going to take this down. We're going to take a hamstring stretch. So we'll just roll that back down. Good. I'm going to put a bend in my left knee, but you can always take it long. Take your hands behind the right leg. Let them travel up as high as they can go. Now keep a little bit of softness in this knee. And breathe into it. Maybe point and flex that foot while we're here. Maybe roll that ankle in one direction. And then in the other. Good. Now from here, we're going to release. We're going to take this right into leg circles. So we're going to do 8 small leg circles in each direction and then 4 large leg circles in each direction. So from here, zip up nice and tight. Hips don't leave the floor. This is core work. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big circles. 4, 3, 2, 1. And reverse. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. We'll put that foot down. Other side. Left leg comes up. Take your hands behind that left leg as high as you can go for a hamstring stretch. Good. You can point and flex that foot. I think these circles always do better when you stretch first. Good. And then rolling that ankle in one direction. Hopefully nobody's hearing my snap, crackle, pop happening there. Good. Reverse. So remember, snap, crackle, pop. That's fine. It just means there's air in the joint. As long as there's no pain associated with those noises, we're all good. Good. And then from here, when we're ready, good. We'll release. Nice and tight through the abs. Hips stay grounded. Here, small leg circles. Go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, One, big circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, reverse. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And bring the knees in briefly here. We're going to roll like a ball. We're going to do this 8 times. I'm going to cross at my ankles. I'm going to come up here. Good. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come back on to the back. Good. We're going to come into single leg stretch here. We'll do a set of 10. So knees in tabletop, arms up. Inhale. Exhale, C, curve it up. Right knee in, left leg long. And here we go. 1, 2, hips stay even. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4 double leg stretches. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Woo. Bring that down for a moment. Rock, 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 side to side. Good. Roll like a ball up to a seat. And then when you're ready, we're going to take spine stretch forward. I'll actually just demo that from right here. I like to do this one with my feet about as wide as my mat. Good. I'm zipping up. You want a nice tall spine, arms forward, softness in the knees if you need that. Big inhale. Think about that deep C curve scoop. And we'll round forward. 1. Taking it back. 2. Really reach from shoulder to fingertips. Ears are going to come by the biceps. 3, this is a great one to practice at an actual wall if you're not sure where you are in space. And 4, last one. Good. And then when you're ready, good. Spine stretch side. So from here, I'll turn here just because I have more room. Good. Let's take our arms to the side. Good. Go 1, 2, really squeeze from rib cage to hip. 3, and 4. Woo. All right. We're going to come right into open leg rocker. If rocker is not for you, just stay here and find a balance. Remember, if your arms are short and rocking, holding on to the feet is not for you, do what I do and hold on to the shins. It's all good. We're going to take this 8 times. We're going to try. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, woo, 4, halfway there. 5, 6, 7, 8. Could you find that balance up there just for a moment? Good. Find a seat. We're going to come into stall here now for 6 times. So from here, big inhale, exhale, rotate, reaching around, coming back up. And 2. With a smile. 3, halfway there. 4, 5, really scoop, really reach. And last one, here's for a 6. Woo, there we go. All right, moving right along. Let's come into prone. This is going to be belly down here. So from here, if you know that you're going to use your band or something like that for your bind, have that handy within your reach. We'll come to that here in a moment. Good. So we're going to swan or swan dive. So if swan diving is not your jam, or you can't come into high swan, just work on your swan. Those of us that are going to come into the swan dive, remember, legs are always hip width apart here. Taking hands a little forward and to the side. Belly button is in. Good. We're going to take that up. Dive 1. Dive 2. Dive 3. 4. 5. And 6. Woo. Rest that down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Single leg kicks coming up here. Palms can clasp or not, your personal preference. Really reach from hip to toe a little bit here. Belly button in, tighten up the glutes. So here we go. Pulse, pulse, down. Pulse, pulse, down. 2, 3, 4. Good. Now, point, flex, lower. 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 Lower it all the way down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Take a child's pose if you need one. Otherwise, set yourself up for double leg kick. Now I'm going to take my band kind of in half here. Good. Taking that right across the tailbone. You can clasp the hands here if you're okay with that, in the shoulders or the wrist. My fingers are tangled up in my band. There we go. Okay, from here. Good. We're going to bend. I'm going to look towards the this is my left side. I'm going to look towards the left side. Good. We'll do this for 6 times. Big inhale. Exhale 1 and take it down. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Woo. Taking that down. Let's here come to a recovery position here, taking hands together and just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle to the side. Feels good to rest just a little bit here. And we're going to continue to rest a little bit here as we come into a quad stretch, because we all need those. So from here, I'm going to start on my left side first, bending that left knee. This might be it for some people. Lengthening a little bit from hip to knee might be it. Maybe you can reach around and grab. Good. And then if you still want more, lengthen here from hip to heel. Maybe lift just a little bit. Breathe through it. Reconnect with the breath. We're about halfway through this series. So those of you that are wondering, like, whoa, this is so fast. Well, the advanced classical order does assume that you know what you're doing. So if you know these poses and you're in your practice, then you should be able to do them with minimal instruction and just working through. Good, we'll release that side and we'll go to the other side. So if that's not quite where you are, remember I've got many videos on my YouTube page that will help you get there, that you can practice. Remember, practice makes progress. It does not make perfect. The only perfect is being perfectly imperfect. And then when you're ready, good, we'll release from there. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. We're going to come back supine, which means we're going to be on our back. Now, this is going to start with those of us that need the block. For some modifications, I would bring that in. So as we come onto our backs, we're going to start with scissors. Now I'll show you how this is with the block. Now you can be in either one of these settings. If you need to be higher than this, take a block underneath it that's this way, and then put your second block this way on top of it, so you have a good base of support. But if you're using this block, you want to be right on the tailbone. Good. So then you can come up here, okay? Now, those of you that don't need that, good. You're gonna come up here, think about a yoga shoulder stand or a jackknife variation. You're gonna hold right down here by the hip bones. Good. And then you're going to be up here, and this is going to be your scissor. Now, I don't do that scissor very well. It's hard on my wrist, so I'm going to come back to my block. So we're going to do 8 scissors here. Good. So from here, when you're ready, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, belly button stays in, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Go right into bicycle. So again, you can be up, propping yourself up. You can be on the block. Good. Let's reverse pedal. Good. And then from here, when you're ready, you can choose to stay up here. So you can actually do this as a supported shoulder bridge and lift and lower here if you'd like. I'm going to come down off of here, and I'm just going to take my hands under my hips. Good. So now I'm in my true shoulder bridge. Good. And now from here, good, I'm going to take right leg long. I'm going to lift 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring that down, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bringing that down. Bring it all the way down. Knees into the chest. Rock, rock, side to side. Woo. All right, going back to not clear out, but finish up the series of 5. So from here, going to single straight leg stretch. Good. We'll take it up. Right leg is long, hands behind that left leg, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Double straight leg stretch. Inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Knees in tabletop, hands behind the head, crisscross. Go 1, 2, hips stay even. 3, 4, lead with shoulders. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! Take a little break here. Rock, 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 side to side. All right. So from here, going back to some rollovers and plow poses. So those are the prerequisites for your jackknife, also known as a shoulder stand or a long spine, depending on what else you practice. But from here, when you're ready, good. Taking that up, good. Take it down to the plow, lift up, and roll that down. Good. We'll do that 2 more times if you can. Inhale, exhale. Woo. Last one. I'm sweating now, so I hope I'm not the only one here. Good. Taking it up. Woo. That one probably was more of a roll down versus a jackknife, but that's okay. All right, I'm going to rock side to side here. From here, let's go into a little bit of a spine twist. So let's just take the knees into tabletop. Good. And we're just going to take this over to the right, move through center to the left, and to the right, and left, and right, and left. Now from here, take it over to the right, hold it there for a moment. The hold isn't really part of the series, but it's just nice to do. And then when you're ready, good, we'll bring that back up. We'll take that over to the left. Good. And when you're ready, we'll come back in here. Good. So from here, we're going to go into side series. We're going to do side lying side series first. So I'm just going to roll over onto my right side because that's the side that faces the camera. So remember, you can always be up here as long as you're supported in the shoulder, supported in the side body. You can have a bent back knee long here. You can follow me down here. Good. So be on your hip bone. Good. And then from here, we're going to lift. Belly button is zipped in nice and tight. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really tight in the abs. Circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse your circle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. From here, we're going to take this into kicks. We're going to do this kick a little bit different here. So we're just going to bring in that knee, kind of come into a little bit of an angle and drive through the heel and take it up. And bend and kick. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. From here, just 4 bananas. Whenever you're ready, both arms out will be most challenging. And then from here, go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, come on to the belly. We're going to come into some swimming. This is going to be basic swimming. So legs are still about hip width apart, arms long in front of you. Palms can be down or facing each other. Big inhale, exhale, lift upper and lower body. Here we go. We'll keep this first one slow. So you want to try and get to a point where you're almost balancing on the hip bones here so the body's not rocking side to side. You want to find that control. Good. And we'll take that down, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Roll over to your other side. We're going to get side series on this side. Good. So again, be how you need to be on this side. Make sure you're on your hip bones. Good. And then from here, belly button is nice and tight in. We're going to lift 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good circle. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Now from here, going into those kicks. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo. Taking that down, going into the bananas, arms over, or just have 1. Good. Reach it long and hover and lift 1, 2, 3, and 4. Woo. All right. We're going to come up here. So we're going to do teaser in 2 ways. Teaser 2 is one that we kind of incorporate in yoga sometimes, but there's a couple ways you can do it. If you need to modify, you can have your hands back here, or you can be up here. But basically, legs are going to be long, and you're going to lower 1, lower 2, 3, 4. Good. Now roll that down. Now this one, when we teaser up, you can bend the knees, or long legs can be long. And we're just going to do a couple of those. Good. So from here, whenever you're ready, Inhale, exhale. Come on, Mary. I got it. Good. 1. Woo. Again, ideally, you want to come up through center, but I still favor my left stronger side. And 2. It's okay to hold on to yourself to pull you up. Good. Let's just hold it here for a moment. Good. And we'll take this down. We're going to come into a hip circle variation. You can have your hands back here. If you're kind of wristy, you can also do this back on the forearms and the elbows here. Just know that that's an option for you. But from here, we'll take our arms up. Good. And we're going to circle 1, 2, 3, belly button in, and 4, and reverse. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross the ankles, come back forward. We're going to come back to swimming. We're going to up the ante here in swimming. We're going to take this for 1 minute. Okay, so if you can't, that just freaks you out. Remember, you don't have to do it 1 minute. Try, but take a break if you need to. And we will start right now. I recommend a slower pace, not a faster one, so you don't wear yourself out for the minute. You want to be able to breathe here. We're still breathing. We're almost halfway there. Good. Squeeze those glutes, lengthen. We're over halfway there. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Take that down. Press back, child's pose. Woo! That was challenging. All right, so we're going to come back forward. Some of you are just going to rest here. Some of you are going to come back and do your quad stretches. Others are going to take this into rocker. So for rocker, grab one ankle or foot or your pants at a time. You want your knees to be a little bit more in line, in midline with the hips. Rolling shoulders back, squeezing the glutes, taking the feet up. Good, and we're going to rock 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And take that down. All right. While we're here and we're belly down, let's come into a plank for some pulls. So you can do this modified on your knees as well. You're just going to take your leg out and pulse and bring it back in. Otherwise, we're going to come up here to the plank. I know we're tired. We're almost done, I promise. But this is fabulous, fabulous work. Good. So find your plank. Good. Starting on the left side. Pulse, pulse, down. Try to keep the hips even. Pulse, pulse, lower. 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 One more set. Pulse, pulse, lower. Pulse, pulse, lower. Drop the knees. Find a little break. Woo! All right. So I cannot do leg pulls up, not without severely doing bad things to my knees. However, if that's in your practice, we'll go ahead and do that. Other people are going to follow me with a reverse plank or reverse table. So from here, when you're ready, find reverse plank, number 1. So the leg pulls up. Good. Go from here, lifting the legs. It's a lot harder than it looks, which is why I can't hardly do it. Good. And then we'll lower that back down. Inhale, exhale, find reverse bridge or reverse plank or another set of leg pulls. And lower that down. Good. Let's get a little bit of a forward fold here. All right. The series we've all been waiting for, kneeling side series. So I don't have a blanket today for my knees, but you can always cushion your knees. So I'm going to bring my block back in here. And I'm going to take my block starting on my right side. So my right knee is going to be the grounded knee. Good. I'm going to take this leg out here. Good. And I'm going to come up here. Good. Now from here, when you're ready, good. We're going to lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to take this into front and back. Go 1, pulse, pulse, take it back. 2, squeeze the glutes. 3, 4, control the pelvis. I think this is 6, 7, 8. Woo. Now, tiny little leg circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo. Taking that down. Let yourself rest as you switch sides with the block. And when you're ready, you set yourself up over here. Here we go. A little bit of a hover, and we lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here's those kicks. Pulse, pulse, press. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Woo! All right, little circles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Taking that down. That was challenging, but wait, there's more. So let's do some side planking, side bends here, and a little twist. So I'm going to come back over onto the right side. Good. Now remember, if you need to keep a knee down here, go ahead and do that. Watch your shoulder and your wrists. It should be over or behind, not jutting forward. And then from here, good. We'll find that plank. Good. And we're going to dip and come up and arc 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Good. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Taking that down. Come on to the other side. Good. So you might have to modify what you do on one side and the other. Sometimes I have to do that with the shoulder. Just be mindful. Good. When you're ready, find your plank. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, woo, 4. Take that into a twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, and take that down. All right, let's come into 3 seals here if you can. If you can't do seal, just rock like a ball. So seal, remember, we come up, we hold underneath. You can also just balance here if you'd like to do that. So from here we go. Clap, 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 clap. 2, and 1. Coming up. Woo! Take that forward. Last thing we're going to do here before an arm stretch, taking this into push-ups. We're going to take this into 2 sets of 10. So remember, you are in charge. So you can push up here if you're really tired. You can take the knees back. You can be up high, okay? So be where you need to be. For this first one, let's make it chesty. So let's turn the elbows and the fingers in a little bit here. So when you're ready, good. I'm going to keep my knees down on this, but you're welcome to come up into high plank. And when you're ready, good. Halfway down, press 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it back. Good. Second and final set. We can make this one what you just did, or tricep push-up. Tricep push-up, elbows come straight back behind you. So I'm going to keep my knees down for this one as well. Remember, you can always do this on all fours, and you can do this from high plank. So from here, whenever you're ready, good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that back. Whew. Let's come to a seat. Any kind of seat will do. Good. Let's take our arms out to the side, palms facing down. Good. Now turn the palms away from you. Getting a little stretch in the back of the arms. I'm sweating pretty good, and I've got a fan blowing on me. So I know you all out there have to be pretty warm too. Good. From here, take that back up. Hands to the shoulders, move forward and back. Good. Rolling the shoulders in one direction and in the other direction. Taking the arms up, palms together, bend the elbows straight back here for tricep stretch. And release. Let's get one little hip stretch here on each side. So I'm just going to start by taking my left leg long, bending my right leg, crossing that over, and just hugging in. Now, if it would also feel good to you to kind of lift that up into a little bit of a seated figure 4, you can do that as well. And when you're ready, we'll do that to the other side. So taking the right leg long, bringing left leg in, you can cross it over, you can come up and just pull in, or if you need to take a figure 4 here, you can take that as well. Good. Way to go. You made it through this mostly advanced, classical, super advanced classical order of Pilates mat work. There were a few things we didn't get to for the sake of time, but we'll come back to them in another class, and I hope you had fun. I hope you had a nice, heating, sweaty, invigorating practice, and I hope to see you again real soon. Have a great